I do know. I was thinking about it, and next time we have a large gathering, I should just make pasta.
Pasta.
Like, the dawn cheap pizza.
I mean, that's what I
Doing
started
pasta.
doing when we were doing those like Tuesday night Witcher games. Where I'm just like, it's pasta night every night because I can eat the damn
Yeah.
spaghetti. It's cheap, and I have 20 pounds of it that I need to go through, so we're having spaghetti.
Plus, once I get my tour back, I can start having sessions again. And then I can force everyone to eat the sweets that I make so that I do not eat them myself.
Ah, man, you're really twisting my arm here. I have to eat your. I have to eat your things. Damn it. Oh no, I
Have
have to
you
eat the sweets you
eaten
make.
uh, my experimental pies?
Hey, those are good, all right.
Those weren't experimental.
They weren't.
No. No, I've
Oh,
been
those.
making meat pies for like literally years.
Oh, those were the. Sorry, I was thinking of the. I know you said meat pies, but my mind immediately went to the the dog cookies from last time.
Those actually aren't experimental either.
They're not.
I have been making the dog cookies to go with my Undertaker cosplay for uh, I don't know. Um, so the first time I did Undertaker was 2013, I think? And I started doing the cookies in like 15. So
Nice.
yeah, no. Well, the part that was experimental about the cookies was me adding was me using Crisco instead of real butter.
Ah, okay.
And I think something else too. There was one other part, maybe the cocoa powder I was using. Mm. Oh no, I know what it was. The ones that did not turn out correctly,
The squishy
I was
ones.
experimenting with wheat flour.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's what happened to that set.
Though it's hard to say which ones I prefer. I kind of really like the squishy ones.
The squishy ones are because I was in a hurry and did not cook them all the way.
Oh, I see.
Also, those ones were made with like half Crisco and half butter, so that made them a little bit weird.
The
Those are
best.
also the ones where like my blender broke in the middle of making them.
Oh no. What?
Actually, correction, it wasn't even my blender. It was my mother's blender, which broke, or not blender, mixer, which broke halfway through.
I didn't know a mixer was
So,
sacrificed.
yeah, yeah, that happened.
That's
Uh,
unfortunate.
it has been replaced with a better mixer now because I was looking at it being like, I need to immediately replace my mother's mixer, and I can either go with like the cheap, you know, literal straight across replacement for the handheld mixer,
Ooh.
or I could make questionable life decisions and go with the mixer that I really, really want and have wanted for quite a while. And this is why there is now a 8-quart mixer sitting on my counter.
Wow. That's an impressive mixer.
Yeah, yeah, that's a thing.
The finest diced
Uh,
items.
okay, so it came with a mix book, right? It came with a recipe book, which, by the way, that recipe book is an annoyance and a half because for some reason,
Oh
instead of
yeah.
writing things nicely, in liters or in cups or teaspoons, or I realize I've never actually read a like recipe in liters that wasn't chemistry, but you know what?
Wait,
Whatever.
you read recipes?
No. Yes, I do actually. Anyway, um no, this book that it came with, everything is measured in grams. Literally, one of the
Why?
measurements in it is like, oh yeah, you need 100 grams of milk. Like, what is this?
What do you mean? Yes, I need 100 grams of milk. What is that even? What does 100 grams of milk come out to? Now I'm curious. What is that, like
I have
two
no idea.
2 cups? 3 cups?
Uh, and a cup? Maybe? I don't see. The problem too
Google.
is it depends on
Gram
like
2 cups.
what you're making with it, or like what you're measuring, because not everything has
Okay.
the same like weight. Like like 50 grams of honey is a very different amount to 50 grams of like I don't even know flour, right? I don't know how similar those are or not because I don't measure my food items in
So,
grams.
allegedly, 1 cup of flour is 120 grams. A cup of whole milk is 240 grams.
Okay, see my point right there.
Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. Give me
So,
cups and
like
tablespoons. I don't like grams.
like I would even accept a like I don't know, I guess milliliters?
It
It'd
at
be
least,
weird, but at least it'd still be understandable.
yeah, it'd be understandable, and it'd be on the like cooking measuring cup thingy. You can't you can't measure grams on a cup.
Wait, does your like measuring cups actually have milliliters? Mine
Yeah,
do, but mine are for chemistry. So, like, why do yours?
I don't know. They're old. They might just be
Also,
chemistry
like,
cups.
I mean, like, literally the only thing that I actually don't have for like a very basic chemistry set is actually beakers, which is hysterical because that's the one thing that I would actually have needed.
Freaking beakers.
Oh, you can guarantee that. Okay, actually, no. I do have beakers. They're in storage right now, but I could not use them to drink my tea out of because they've actually been used for other things. So I would have to get a brand new beaker to use as a teacup. And
That sounds like an event.
anyway, our poor viewers are just sitting here being like, "What is this rant?
This is a rant
How
about
did we go
grams.
from screaming about dinosaurs?" Um, so anyway, yes, I have a new mixer, which is impressive. It came with a bread like attachment too, so that's a thing.
Huh. Bread.
Even though I don't think we have a bread maker anymore.
Bread makers are obscure little machines.
Well, my mother had one for a really long time,
Hmm.
but I think she finally got rid of it, or it broke. It might have broke.
I know we have our
And
like.
when I say broke, I mean like it got dropped off the top shelf.
Oh no. Bread maker Kermit die. I don't want to beat dough anymore. Bread maker, no. And then it just kind of. The bread maker's ghost is back out with
Anyway,
revenge.
oh no. But I just want to make bread. Actually, I kind of do. Like, that seems fun.
No, making bread is really entertaining. Most of the time, I end up with like flatbread because I'm lazy, but I also like flatbread more.
Uh,
But
Specifically, I want to make banana bread that I can actually eat because most people's banana bread I can't eat. because, you know,
Yeah, they tend to put like walnuts or something in it. You're like, bro, I just wanted banana bread. I don't want nuts in my banana bread.
ah, yes, you have made the banana bread dangerous. Thank you.
Why is the banana bread crunchy? I wanted soft bread. Why is it crunchy?
You forgetting that I can't have nuts, or it's an unfortunate time.
No, it's a personal gripe of mine because when I want banana bread, I want just banana bread, and then when people put nuts in it, it bothers me because why is the bread crunchy?
There.
Though admittedly, you don't really have that problem with
Yeah.
zucchini bread. People don't put nuts or weird things in zucchini bread.
They put zucchini in it.
Hey, listen
Pretty
here.
weird.
I honestly can't taste the difference between zucchini bread and banana bread. They taste the same to me.
Oh my God, I need to go find there was like this horrific recipe that I found the other day that was from like
Oh
the
no.
1920s or 30s. And it was something like you just looked at it and went, "What do you mean?"
It reminds
It
me
was
of
like,
oh, there's that dude on
uh,
TikTok who does like depression era like food, whatever that
oh
guy
yeah,
is.
him. He's great. I
He's
love him.
so
Where he's just
funny.
like genuinely surprised when something turns out well. He's
I
just like, "Oh,
I love his expression
okay, maybe they are crazy."
every time it goes. I was like, why is this working? This isn't supposed to work.
Yeah, it was like one of those recipes like that I found and I'm just like, "Why though?" I think maybe it was beets. It's like making beet bread or something.
It's killing me just thinking about it.
So
Beet bread?
yeah,
Why
that
wouldn't you
was
just boil the
something
beet?
like that. Yeah.
Now I can understand mushroom bread, but I don't understand beet bread.
Ew.
Mushroom bread's kind of gross.
Mushroom bread?
I've had it before. It's not
Ah,
good. It's bread, but it tastes like mushrooms, and it's the wrong consistency. It ain't right.
um, I mean, I would enjoy like trying to make potato bread because I actually kind of like potato bread.
Oh, potato bread's really good. It's bread but denser,
Yeah,
and it tastes better.
or like um the honey biscuit things. Those are good.
Honey biscuits.
Yeah. So I think it's in like a vague attempt to make like um yeah, it's like one of the recipes I have for like actually it's part of the Undertaker's like okay, I shouldn't call it the Undertaker's, but just because I use it for the Undertaker is not actually what it is. I think it's actually supposed to be like Victorian tea time sweets or something like that.
Okay.
And yeah, one of them in there is like these little honey biscuits that they turn out kind of similarly to the like visually they look like the ones from Red Lobster, and then
Okay.
they're like slightly sweet red.
Interesting.
And yeah, they're supposed to go with like the one of the teas. Like it's a really common tea, and I can't remember which one it is. I don't think it's Earl Grey. I don't know. Yeah, so that's in there. It's like an entire book of uh like yeah, Victorian era sweets almost. Well, okay, I say Victorian. There it's so not Victorian because like medieval Victorian is what it that's the time range it claims to be from and I'm like, yeah, you use sugar in way too many of these for them to be original. Oh.
It's a faux attempt at being original. It's a faithful recreation.
It's not faithful. Like
All right,
the medieval ages, trying to get a hold of sugar was an event. Let me tell you.
I can only imagine. Seeing as how it
But
was
yeah,
difficult to get just
so
salt.
uh, that's the same recipe that like my pound cake is out of too. That's
Pound
what
cake.
that recipe was out of.
I remember that
My
pound
like
cake.
super dense pound cake that everybody's just like, did you make it wrong or is it supposed to be that way?
Nah, it's just dense. It's pound cake.
Be glad that I'm not adding fruit to it. I actually could. That's like one of the modifications you can very easily do to that is you can just turn it into fruitcake and that's the thing.
Oh, that sounds awesome. People give like
Yeah.
fruitcake so much shit, and I'm just like, nah, it's good. What do you mean? Fruitcake's
Fruitcake made
amazing.
correctly is good.
It's just like most things. If it's made correctly, it's good. It's kind of like how people are like, ew, I hate this. Insert vegetable here. I'm just like, probably because it was overcooked.
Yeah. Um,
For example, a green bean or asparagus. Asparagus done wrong is horrific.
yeah, spinach in general.
Yeah.
Like,
Spinach done wrong is kind of scary.
no, leave the spinach alone. Like, straight up, it's actually better if you just replace all of your lettuce with spinach and you'll be fine.
Yep. And personally, I think raw spinach tastes better than cooked spinach most of the time. If not all the time.
Unless you like saute it with garlic. If it's sauteed with garlic, you're probably good.
Ah, yeah.
All of our 5 people watching this being like, "Are you guys hungry? Is that what's going on?" And the answer is yes.
I'll let you in on a little secret. I'm always hungry. I can't stop being hungry. I just ate an entire bowl of scalloped potatoes and I'm still hungry. This sucks.
Ooh, you know what? We have leftover potatoes. Ooh. Ooh, we have
Dangerous.
potatoes that I can put in my new mixer. Hold on. Oh yeah, no, there's totally like this like I it looks like a set of cleats attachment that I think is for potatoes.
It sounds
Or
like
just
it's a
kind of
mashing attachment.
matching everything. Yeah, basically. No,
What
it
do
comes
I
with all kinds of
mash?
fun little attachments, but I'm just like, cool. The recipe book also talks about how to use your, batter mixer in order to make uh milkshakes, and I'm just like, oh yes, wonderful, because I need more encouragement to do that.
Oh, that's dangerous. That's dangerous.
Actually easier to clean than my real blender, so that's a thing.
That's even scarier. Milkshakes now have less cleanup. Like, oh no.